was playing the rogue, he had low rolls, and I always would make him just hit a bucket that was just on the floor that is just crazy, something stupid like that. But yeah, you see that bucket, and you just kind of weave your way around it. So you're able to throw all of your flask of oil on the ground, and then you actually set the call. You wanted to put your call drops down into the room as well, right?
Wait. Okay, wait. So when he stepped over the bucket, did he already pour the oil on the floor?
He's pouring the oil on the floor. So he stepped around the bucket as he's pouring oil on the floor, and he's now got the entire outer perimeter of the room where these orcs are lined up. This is where they're lined up in their bunks. So
how much oil do we have left? Any?
Well, there's a pint in each. I think it's a pint of oil for each flask, I think. So there's quite a bit of oil. And there's quite a few flasks of oil within the party, so I'm sure you guys pooled all the oil together to...
I gave him 4. He had 7 on him.
Can we take the bucket and fill it with the oil, and then when the orcs wake up, throw it on them?
I wouldn't suggest
We're going to light it when they're sleeping.
Yeah.
So
I'm just trying to think creatively. Yeah,
yes, you are. All of a sudden, you hear this voice come out of nowhere talking about a bucket and oil. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Okay.
So you have all this oil on the floor. You're able to track the oil out the door and around the corner. You put the caltrops on the ground really, really delicately, around all of the bunks. So you've actually got this. You got this pretty good now. You think that once you light the get the oil lit, you think that you might have a pretty good chance of beating all these guys, because you guys are outnumbered 2-1, so that's definitely a lot of work.
That's a lot of meat.
Before we pull, if we need to, I can use a command spell on one of them. Can I make them attack each other?
Sure. Once they're awake and coherent, sure, you can command one to fight, and he'll just basically start fighting with the closest target. That's how I do it. So.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I was just wondering.
No, it's all right. No problem. So I take it you guys are here where I'm pinging on the map, basically around the corner.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to be able to peep around the corner.
Yes.
Take shots.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So
I want to be like right there at the corner edge to like push when someone comes right around the corner.
I think the ranger and the rogue, you both have bows. I know the ranger does, but
I have a short bow, yeah.
okay. So you both are out the door with everybody else is waiting in the hallway behind you. Everything's set up. The oil's down. The caltrops are down to slow their movement as well, and it's up to you guys whenever you guys want to start this. Or you can leave the cave, or you can do whatever you want. That choice is up to you guys. But I think you guys are going to kick some ass, so...
I say the rogue can light it, and then me and the rogue will take shots until they start coming after us. Okay. And then we'll back up behind the melee, and then you guys can go at it. The melee can just go at it with them in the hall.
Yeah, I have some javelins as well.
I agree. I'm going to hold off and let you guys take as many rounds of missile as you do before they actually are upon us.
I forgot. Old Ibanez has some javelins as well, so you'll have 3 people pummeling them guys as well. So, this is going to be very good. You guys might actually have a few dead before they even get out of the room. So we will see.
A few, at least.
Now, if you had a horn of blasting, you could just blow the horn and just kill them all in one whack. But
I was originally trying to think of a way to get the guy from E to piss him off and get him in there rampaging, but I couldn't think of a way.
Yeah. Well, you got a small piece of tinder lint. You got some flint lit. You're ready to go, man. You have a torch, a lit torch, ready to roll.
Let's kick some ass. I set the oil on fire.
All right. So the oil takes a little bit to get heated up. It starts, and it looks just like it just takes a straight beeline to the orcs, and it takes about 30 seconds. A little bit of fire starts on the bottom, and then all of a sudden the cots that are hanging on the wall, they're made of like a really horrible burlap. They catch on fire. The orcs are kind of just wrestling around. They don't really know what's going on yet. And then you hear a couple of them starting to sniff. And then they wake up. And then now they're all starting to scream. And I'm going to do some fire damage to all these guys. Because now all of the oil has lit now. And it's just like sort of like an inferno against the walls. And
it's an orc bonfire.
You can actually see the fire has actually consumed the burlap. A couple of the orcs fall through right on their backs onto the actual flame and oil itself. So, yeah, I'm going to do some damage real quick for these orcs. So I'm going to do just a little bit of damage to each one. Well, actually, depends on what I roll. And so just give me just a minute to roll damage for each one. So, wow, that's a lot of damage to that one.
When the fires burn the orcs, are they going to burn the armor and weapons as well?
They're really not in any armor at all right now because they are sleeping. So I mean, they're basically they sleep the same way humans do. Some of them sleep in their armor, some of them don't sleep in their armor. But we'll say that these guys are in a light armor anyway. So these guys are just grunts. So they're not equipped like the orc legionnaires or leaders that you fought up there in the other room. So. Alright, so just give me just another minute or so. I'm calculating some damage taken on all these orcs. And they will probably take some fire damage next round as well. Wow, I keep rolling fucking 2s. What's going on with that, guys? That's not good. And 3s. Oh.
These orcs are flame-proof.
They're resistant to
fire. I want to start shooting as soon as possible too. As soon as I hear the screams.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me get this damage done. Especially now that these guys are going, what the? They're starting to yell in Orcish, and a couple of them, like I said, fall through the actual smoldering burlap sleeping quarters that they're on. Oh man, they're pissed off. They're not happy campers. They've definitely been shanghaied. That was definitely
only you can prevent orc fires.
Good thing to do. All right, so all of the orcs has taken some fire damage this round, so they are up. Several of the orcs have actually fallen through. We'll say half of them have actually fallen through. Next round, the other halves, if they're not up, I'm actually rolling dice as well. That I'm not rolling in Roll20. I usually just do other things on my dice here at home. So I'm going to give you guys free ranged attacks. The three of you at the door. So the ranger, the rogue, and you, Ibanez. So I saw somebody rolled to hit roll already, right? That was you, Ibanez?
Yeah, that was my javelin throw.
Okay.
Initial roll. So
that is a hit because you hit anyway. An 18 would have been a definite hit. Saki, you hit one, and let's see, Kid, your arrow just kind of zings and hits the wall. So let's take care of damage first. So we'll take care of one roll at a time. So Heavy, you can go ahead and do your damage for your javelin. And which one did you want to throw at? I think you have like a 30 range or something. You could basically hit the first couple on each side of the room. Okay, so you want to hit that guy there. So go ahead and roll your damage, and I'll deduct more damage. Alright, actually, when this orc, he was one of the ones that actually fell through his cot, and as he gets down, he's trying to stop, drop, and roll, and he's getting around, and he actually gets a little bit of the fire out, and he stands up, and he looks right at you, and the spear hits him directly in the chest, and he falls over dead.
Ooh.
So yes, that spear.
Sounds like a bloody mess.
Yeah,
Which
actually,
one? Oh, nice.
The first one died. He took quite a bit of fire damage, culminated with the spear, the hefty amount of spear damage that Heavy had done. He basically he fell over dead. Now let's do the damage for Kidweasel. Yep, stop, drop, and roll, Gold.
Kidweasel.
So let's roll your damage. I'm sorry, Saki. Let's roll your damage. And which one are you attacking?
I am attacking.
Okay.
That one.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
I did.
Okay, and you rolled 9 as well. So let's see. This guy is dead as well. So you actually shoot him lands right in his neck. Blood squirts out everywhere, and he falls over dead. Starts doing a little bit of convulsing on the
Yet
ground.
another bloody mess.
So there are 2 orcs down. So you guys are actually doing pretty good on this. The third attack actually missed, and now the orcs are up, and the orcs are charging for the door. They're not going to get an attack because they spent a good majority of their round actually putting out the rest of the fire, so sort of speak, I guess you could say. So we're going to say they're starting to gather, and they are charging for the door.
User joined your channel.
Well, then they can just check out some caltrops on their way out.
Oh, dang!
Definitely. And if somebody could check the, actually, I will check real quick because I didn't write down actually what caltrops do. I believe that they slow the movement of these, of creatures, I believe. So let me look that up real quick. Caltrops. A caltrop consists of 4 sharp metal spikes, correct? Like my son's Legos that I used to step on when he'd leave those damn things on the floor. Those are like caltrops.
Exactly, man. So you know what it feels like.
Yeah, the other night I was rolling a 4-sided die, and I forgot that I dropped it on the floor, and in the middle of the night I stepped on it. Holy shit, I thought I was gonna, man, I thought I was just gonna start breaking shit. That 4-sided die hurt big time.
Yeah.
So
I mean, never let a 4-sided die, get lost. If you drop one, it's a priority to find it.
It is a caltrop. Well, I was streaming that night, so I just got into my bag and grabbed another one, and I totally forgot about it. So, all right. So you have each bag of caltrops actually covers a 5-foot square area. So we'll say that you basically put the caltrops by the door. Now, see, each one that actually is affected, which will be probably all of them, will have to make a DC 11 saving throw or stop moving and take 1 piercing damage and a -10 foot penalty to speed until it regains. Wow. That's caltrops are so freaking powerful. So everybody in my games from now on will all have caltrops. I guarantee it. When you guys get back to town, everybody's going to be buying bags of those damn things. I can see it now. All right, so the orcs are actually up. They've all helped each other. They've all stopped, dropped, and rolled. You guys will get 1 more volley, and then you guys are going to have to haul ass because they will probably catch up to you guys.
That was the plan.
Yeah, because you guys are going to have to actually, as well, you guys are going to have to take a little bit of movement deduction just so you don't hit any of the caltrops. I'm not going to make you guys do the DC 11 saves anyway because you're not affected by them. But yes, you're going to have to kind of be slow a little bit. So all right, so the orcs have gotten their fires out. They are charging towards the door. And old Grubjub here, we'll say Grubjub's in front. He's leading the charge, banging on his shield with his axe, going, "Go Tar!" Just like they do in World of Warcraft. So, oh, wait a minute.
Hey, get back here,
Wrong
Clark.
game. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, you've got old Grubjub banging on his shield, charging at the door, and you still have 8 orcs charging the door. So I'm going to give you guys 1 more shot apiece. So let's see. Go ahead and go first, Ibanez.
14 plus the 3 at 17.
All right, that is a hit. And which one did you hit? All right. You hit the orc with the shield. He tries to block it. He's a little bit too late on the block, and it sticks in his shoulder, and you do a pretty good amount of damage. So he is still up, though. He basically rips...
That's the start of a rage, too, as well.
He rips your... okay, you are now raging as well. He rips the spear out of his shoulder and just continues to barrel forward. All right, now let's go ahead and do, let's see, Kidweasel, your roll missed, but next time, also, guys, when we do attacks, let's just do 1 person at a time, get it over with, and then we'll go to the next person, just to let you know. No big deal, but Kid, your attack missed, so let's go to Saki now, and his attack. Oh, wow. Saki actually crits. Perfect time for a crit, actually. Crit is a natural 20. Unless you are a Path of the Warrior, and depending on your level, then you could possibly crit on an 18, 19, or 20. But seeing that you guys don't have any fighters or Path of the Warriors in the party, then it's just a natural 20 for you. Alright, so you crit. This is the way crit damage works. You take your damage, which is, I'm not sure what your 1d6 probably, or 1d8, depending on if you're using a
1d8 plus,
okay.
plus 2.
Okay, very good. So this is how it works. You do max damage automatically. So you do 8 from your longbow plus your 2. So you do a minimum of 10 damage. Now, how the crit works, as a bonus, I want you to roll a 1d8 with no more modifiers, and that will be bonus damage. So you're going to do 10 plus this roll of a 3, so you do 13. And which one did you shoot? Alright, you shot this guy back here for 13 points. He actually had 10, so when you shoot him, you basically hit a perfect shot. This is like the best shot you've ever shot in your life, and it hits him squarely between the eyes, and he drops. Boom, just falls straight on his face, and he dies. Nice shot, beautiful shot, actually. And now the other orcs are, you know, climbing over him and charging to the door. So now you guys are here.
We have to run
at the barrel. You guys are going to avoid the caltrop field that you have down. So you're going to lose probably about 10 foot of movement. So we're going to say that you guys are going to have 20 foot of movement. You'll be around the corner, and basically you'll be waiting for them up here, where the other party members are waiting for them. So you guys are in the clear. Now you have 7 orcs barreling around the corner. Now I'm going to do some saving throws for these orcs. So it is going to take just a second. And they need to make a DC 11 dex check. Or if they fail, they take 1 damage and they stop moving. Okay. So the first one is going to have a 19. He made his saving throw. I'm actually going to take these dead orcs off the map, or we'll put them out of the way. The second one definitely failed his. Man, he stepped on about 5 caltrops all at once. You know, it's like going out into stepping in stickers in a sticker bush, man. He's in trouble. So he took 1 point of damage. That would have been really shitty if he took 1 point and it killed him, wouldn't it? That would have been funny. How'd you die? Oh, I died from a caltrop. Alright, so he is now got a movement penalty, so I'm going to put him a little red dot on him to remind me that he's got a movement impairment. The next one is a 8. He's got a movement impairment and a -1. And you'll notice that I always roll shitty, so except for when I'm in my campaigns, and then I usually end up killing characters. But yeah. All right, next one, dex saving throw, 18. He's fine. Next one, 9. He failed his, so he takes 1 damage, and he has got a movement impairing effect as well. And this orc, big burly guy in the back, he makes his. He's fine. And the last one also made him because I double rolled on accident. So, yep, the caltrops affected 3, so that's definitely good. So the other orcs are barreling around the corner with Gubjub leading the charge. They're actually, you're able to be in a file. This is a 10-foot wide hall, so you can be 2 wide. So basically, like the way you guys are now, is fine. And now the orcs are around the corner. It's about 30 seconds later, and you guys are now ready for combat. So this is what we're going to do. We are now going to roll initiative. And what initiative is it determines who has, when it's their turn in the round for attack. So I'm going to roll 1 that represents every orc. So I'll roll 1 time instead of 7 times. And I want all of you guys to roll your dexterity check or saving throw, because initiative works the same exact way. So, and it's a 1d20 plus your dex, and the macro automatically adds your dex in there for you. So, all right, and I'm going to roll a dex saving throw for these guys. So they have a 9. They have a shitty roll. So you guys could actually all go before the orcs, it looks like. All right, actually good. Yeah, wow, good rolls, everybody. All right, so I'm going to open up the turn tracker, which this is the turn order. And what I'm going to do is add you guys in order. So it looks like Heavy, you're going to be first. So I'm going to add you first. Then it looks like Gold, you're up on Jackie Chan. That's the name of the monk.
Exactly. Well, his name's Darb in here, but
Darb,
yeah,
that's
Jackie
it.
Chan.
Yeah.
He's gonna go kung fu.
It looks like Queen, you are next. Then let's see. Actually, yeah, Queen, you're next, and then Saki, you're after that. Saki, you're playing the Ranger, right?
Correct.
All right. And actually, Kidweasel, you're going to go first, and you're on the Rogue, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Alright, so Weasel's going to go first, and then actually, the Orcs, man, you guys are lucky as shit. The Orcs go last, so you guys will probably kill another one off, maybe another one or two before they're actually engaged. So, yeah, you guys are definitely in good shape, that's for sure. For 10 Orcs being outnumbered 2-1, you guys.
I was
in really
confident
good
the whole
shape.
time.
Yeah, you guys are in good
Full
shape.
credit for that.
No, and going first is not always good because Juno, my rogue in my Saturday game, he took a boulder to the face from a stone giant, and he went down, and he was first in the order, so the turn order reset, and he had to make his death saving throw. He failed it, and he died. So if a cleric was before him, Lormar could have got over there and healed him. But seeing that, so there's advantages and disadvantages of being first. So yeah, I always like to try to be in the middle, but it is what it is, He just happened to have the shitty luck of the draw on that, so he died. He died. Bomb bomb. All right, so now Raven, you're gonna go ahead and go first. The Rogue, Mr. Rogue.
I'm probably just going to fire my short bow at that guy.
Okay, you are hitting armor class 12. So what you're going to want to do is roll your 1d20 and then add your 2-hit bonus whenever it pops up the box. Alright, so you rolled a 3 plus your 3 bonus, and that is a miss. The arrow zings by him. Actually, that was a really bad shot, and you just kind of shake your head and say, man, I can do better than that. So, alright, so now you're up there, Mr. Barbarian.
Alright, so now I've got a little bit of rage going on here. Let's
You are
throw
raging.
this big old javelin.
Alright. And that's a hit. I take it you're attacking the one directly in front of you? Man, actually the party is destroying these guys. It's pretty good. Wah, wah, wah. Damage of 5 though. It's still pretty good. You actually, as this guy chugs around the corner, and same thing again, man. He tries to parry your javelin, and he's too late on the parry, and he actually deflects it right into his gut, and he just goes down and just kills her. Poof.
Alright guys, only got one more javelin here. Get ready to run.
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 Fighting.
They're right there, dude.
We're not running. We're fighting.
Alright, so now it's old Jackie's turn. You can actually...
Gone.
Yeah,
This is
she's
Milwaukee.
gone.
She's already hauled ass. That's so great. I love it. Look at that, guys.
You're saying, Jackie, you're meaning me the most.
You can
I
actually...
want to chop the nearest orc that's coming around the corner.
Yeah, you could actually engage. You can run up and engage, sure. You can run through your party, mate.
Okay. Well, I'm not 100% sure the positioning on the map, but that's what we're... I don't want to get in the way of people's missile attack.
Yeah, no problem. I'm going to draw a couple lines. Okay, sorry, pardon my horrible... I'm not an artiste. So this is the hallway. And this is where you're at on the map. You guys are now here. You've withdrawn to the party. So this is the long hallway that the barrel is representing right now where you're at. And this is the long hallway. You can fit 2 wide. You can't do 3. So it's usually 1 person per 5 feet. So...
Will you have to do a dex check for my rope trap on the orcs?
Well, you didn't say anything. Where did you actually have the rope trap? So.
It's that
was
blue
on the
line
map,
on the map.
man. We put it in the chat too.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you can go ahead and you can do a. Pretty much just going to just slow them up for a little bit. So they would have ended up here anyway. So you would have just probably had another round. So nonetheless, you still would have only got one attack against them. So yeah, but I mean, you can pull your rope. We'll say a couple of them tripped over it. But they were able to get themselves up, and what that did was it actually allowed the other ones to pluck the caltrops out of their feet, and now they're actually directly behind them, because you actually slowed the first group of orcs down. So now the other orcs are directly behind them. But they're the same way too. They can only fit 2 wide. So it's basically just going to be a like a wall of people fighting, 2 wide. So. But yes, I'm going to pull this guy off the map, seeing that he's dead. Alright, so now you are up, Queen, with the cleric.
Alright, what do I do?
Get together though?
Yes.
This is Gold the monk, I was just wondering.
Yeah, the monk does have a quarterstaff. So yes, you could attack with your 2-handed weapon as well.
Oh,
Does anyone have
I might have it
damage?
coming across clearly. I was trying to say my action was I thought we talked about Jackie Chan. I was going to do my hand-to-hand attack if they're close enough, but
Does anyone have damage?
No, nobody's
we have
even
not
been
been
touched yet. Yeah, you guys
Okay,
had them
so-
set up with call
can you guys
troughs,
hear me
rope.
still?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I just thought it was my turn.
It is actually, I'm sorry about that. It is Jackie's turn. So yes, Jackie, you can run up and engage. Engage, number 1.
Yes, and so I'm just asking, can I attack with his hands? Because that's what it reads like on the
Absolutely.
character sheet.
Yep. You can get an
Okay.
attack off with your hand. Yes.
So basically, I roll it twice.
You can attack. We'll just say that. Well, just to get the basic mechanics down, you can roll once. So. But yes, monks can attack twice and stuff. So. All right, that is barely a miss. Actually, he kind of parries it off of his mace whenever you engage him. So actually, I guess you're wanting to get up here to him and engage this one here, or were you just kind of wanting to move here and then wait for them? Because you have to be within 5 foot of a target to attack.
Yeah, I mean, I just thought the plan was one guy was going to put all the oil in the one room, and then the caltrops was going to be next when they ran out from the fire, and then after they went over the caltrops, they were going to go through the rope trap, and then after that, they were going to meet us right there at the corner, and I was going to be waiting right around the corner to just hit the first one that comes around the corner.
Well, that's basically what happened. I mean, everything went good, and then the rope actually tripped them up a little bit, slowed them down, and then when that happened, it allowed the 3 in the back that actually was behind a little bit more, it allowed them to catch up to the rest of the group, because the rope slowed the front 4 down, so the back 3 were able to catch up to them.
Yeah, you weren't first in the turn order either, so the barbarian actually was able to throw a javelin before you were able to get there, and he killed one before you were able to get there, so now it's your turn.
Well, I wasn't trying to run up anywhere. I was just, again, the whole time I was waiting for an ambush, like where I'm pinging on the map, like right around the corner behind that rope trap. So when they get to me, that's when I want to hit them. I said I don't want to move up in front of people's melee fire and all that.
All right, so the lines are the corner. So yes, they did turn around the corner, and you can. It is your turn. I mean, you can run up and engage, or you can just stay there and not engage, or what. But you have to be within 5 feet of a target to actually attack it.
Well, I guess I should be over here if that's the corner, because
Hey,
I was
what's
waiting
up,
right
Crump?
around the corner.
All right, now if you're waiting around well, see, now that kind of throws a
I mean, that's just
a
what
wrench
I,
in
that's
everything.
just what
So.
Okay, well, here, I'll tell you what, man. Just put me wherever you want.
No. I did hear somebody say that they were falling back, so I figured the whole entire party was falling back, and that's why I drew the hallway. So, but we can.
I don't even remember the falling back part. I must have totally missed that.
No, it's no problem. I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, if you're hanging around the corner, I mean, it's going to be unfortunate for you because you're fixing to take 6 attacks. You know what I mean? But I'm sure the party
I
probably
just,
wouldn't
it's
allow
just
that.
It's just that from like 5 rounds ago, before he did the whole oil thing, I've been in the same position that entire time, just waiting around the corner for the first of them to come around.
Okay.
I thought that was
Well,
the
this
ambush
is
plan we set
okay.
up.
Well, this is what we'll do. We will.